Hey guys, BreakWizard59 here, and today I want to come at you with the analysis video on the 2016 Summer Star Wars sets, and of course they have now been officially released, or at least the images have, on New York Toy Fair. So we of course have all 7 of the new sets, and once again I'll be giving you my thoughts about these sets in this video. But anyways, let's get started. We'll start off with the new Force Awakens sets here. And first we have the encounter on Jakku. And so this is going to be a pretty sure $60 set. And it's definitely a pretty good set. We of course get Plut, who is the new exclusive figure. You get the Tito Beast, which as I had said in my last video, I wasn't too fond of that bright blue color. And still I'm not as fond of it, but I definitely think it looks alright. I definitely like the actual legs that they used. I'm pretty sure those are dinosaur legs, so those are pretty cool. But one good thing about this is you actually get BB-8, and this is the first time you can actually get BB-8 in like a cheaper set. And then of course the actual shop, it looks pretty good. I definitely like it. You could see there's a few play features and all. But all in all, I think this is going to be a popular set. Next off, we have the Resistance X-Wing Fighter. And so this set is definitely awesome, one of the more anticipated sets of the wave. So in this, we of course get the little moisture evaporator and then the actual X-Wing. And I definitely like what LEGO did using the gray color instead of the white. I definitely think that looks actually a lot better. Once again, you get BB-8 in this set, and this is pretty much a duplicate of Poe's X-Wing, except in different colors. And then you do get Poe Dameron as seen there, but with his hairpiece, which I definitely think is pretty good. And then you get the person whose name I do not remember. He's the man from the village, and at first I thought that was Han Solo, but I actually kind of like it better that it is actually this figure instead. But all in all, this is going to be definitely a very good set. And so the two Star Wars The Force Awakens sets that have been released in this wave are pretty solid. Moving along to the TV specials, I'm going to breeze right through these because again, we don't know too much. The ship itself looks pretty decent. You got some good new minifigures, once again, which we do not know of. But definitely the ship looks pretty good. I'm guessing this is once again having to do with the Rebellion. It's definitely a very unique ship. Has a lot of play features, and I think definitely once the actual TV show comes out, it's going to be pretty popular. Next, this one actually is, at first we thought it was from the TV show, but I'm guessing this is more expanded universe because we have Dengar, who was seen in episode 5. And so this was, of course, the first time we got him since the $400 Star Destroyer. But even though he isn't a huge character, definitely he is somewhat popular. And then our second figure is a Sith Lord. And of course, the ship itself, I really love how it's used the dark red and the black. I think those two colors really match, and it's a pretty nice, unique ship. But even if you do not have interest in the Force Unleashed or Expanded Universe, I think this is still a pretty good set, which many folks will definitely like. Moving along, we got the original trilogy sets, first of which being the Clone Turbo Tank. Now this set I definitely like, but there are a few cons to the set. For one, I love how they replaced the wheels. I'm pretty sure these are those like wagon type of wheels that were found in like many of the castle sets and all. And I think it's a pretty decent wheel for this set. You of course get Luminara, who looks excellent. You got Quinlan Voss, who looks great as well. Those two minifigures, excellent job Lego's done. And then we got the ATRT, which I definitely like, but I think it looks a little odd with that stud shooter. I think they could have just maybe left that out. The actual turbo tank itself, it definitely looks nice in terms of shape, but I feel like it might be a little smaller than the previous ones, as actually if you kind of looked as a size comparison, the ATRT is almost half the size of the turbo tank, and the old one, it was pretty much the size of the wheel. So I mean, that's a little bit of a con. It's, I believe, $110, so it's more expensive. than the older one, so that's a little disappointing. But other than that, this is a pretty good set. But I think it's definitely going to be popular either way. Next off, this is a Star Wars Rebels set. We got the Vader's TIE Advance versus A-Wing. And of course, here we got Darth Vader. So if you want Darth Vader and missed out on him, another way to get him. And so based on, again, this is a Star Wars Rebels set. And so, of course, you get Sabine with the new hairpiece, which will definitely attract some attention. And I mean, you got the A-Wing looks pretty good all in all. I again like how it's with the green and yellow. That's pretty unique. It's definitely very detailed. I like it much better than the older ones. So the A-Wing, I think Lego did a great job. The TIE Fighter looks pretty much like the TIE Advance prototype. But I definitely do like how it is, and I mean it looks pretty good, and so this is definitely going to be a pretty good set. Next off, and I believe this is the last of the sets, but this is my favorite of the line, and this time we have the Captain Rex's ATTE, and I absolutely love this set. So you could see, of course, we got the, I'm pretty sure, fifth brother minifigure in this, who is unique to this set, and I think Lego did an excellent job with that. You got the three Wolf, Gregor, and Rex, who look awesome. And then we get a Stormtrooper, which I do wish they could have added maybe Kanan or maybe Zeb, because Zeb is one of the harder figures to obtain. But the ATTE looks good. I love how it's nice and colorful, just like in the show. The cockpit looks a little bit odd. And actually, there are a couple of other pictures talking about the interior. Now, you can't see too much into it, but I think there is somewhat of an interior. But this is definitely an awesome set. I love how they did the leg. One of the legs is like in brown. But definitely, even though this was only in 1 or 2 episodes, I think this is going to definitely be a popular set, especially for the Inquisitor minifigure. And I mean, that's pretty much it for this analysis video. So of course, I want to thank you so much for watching. Definitely tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. Which ones are you going to get? Which ones are you not going to get? Which ones were your favorite? All that kind of stuff. I'd love to hear that from you down in the comments below. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Definitely give this video a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe down below. But anyways, this is BrickWizard59, and I'll see you all next time.